you said like you don't want to get into some of it, but this is the guy who was 6 years younger than you?
He was like 4 years younger than me.
4 years younger than you. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he was abusive towards you.
Yeah.
Were you abusive towards him?
No.
Because
he was
you
6'4". What am I going to do to a 6'4" man? That was a quarterback, you know.
I mean
people do, but like
knife.
I'm not from Memphis. Like,
weapons.
I've never fought. I've never fought someone. I've only ever defended myself. That's it.
Okay, you said 5 out of the 6 of your exes since you were 16 have been physically abusive.
Yeah. And so I know it's not the OnlyFans because I started that at 22. You know, because I question myself. I'm like, why? I didn't watch my mom get abused. I didn't grow up watching my mom get beat or anything. So I don't get it.
You don't have any?
I mean, I have.
No. What?
Sorry.
No, I'm not asking if you have marks. If 5 of the 6 of your exes were physically abusive, I mean, that seems to be like a pattern of selection that you continue to make.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Was there mutual abuse?
What was that?
Mutual.
No.
Tilt your mic down a little bit. Just tilt it down a bit. No mutual.
No, I've only ever hit someone one time, and it was my most recent ex, like a year ago. He kept shoving me, and he knows that, you know, I've had someone literally me. So, yeah, I only hit him because he wouldn't stop shoving me onto the ground, into my water dispenser, into the wall, and I don't like calling the cops. Like, I would rather not. But
well, you suffer from alcoholism, you said, right? For many years.
Yeah, for a long time. I do still drink on vacation, but other than that, I don't drink in Florida.
So if you're drinking very heavily, and you have these incidences, do you even remember them?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, for this most recent one, I was sober. Like I was like 6 months sober from alcohol completely.
Yeah, but the ones before that, you're 3 sheets to the wind. You know what I mean? And the abuse is only happening on one end, as far as you know.
Yeah, it was definitely one end. I'm not a person at all. I don't like fighting.
In any way? What about other forms of abuse?
Maybe like verbally, if someone's just coming at me, like if you're just coming at me and like my character, you don't know me or something, but like why would someone fight? I'm also like 100 pounds. Like, what am I gonna do? And I've had my ass before by men. I would never hit a man.
I mean,
in hopes of being hit back.
Were you ever blackout drunk?
Yeah, plenty. But if you guys did look at my exes, you'll see they have previous charges. Like they're just men, and it'd be like that. Like,
so
it's
is that
not
maybe
exactly
the pattern?
me. It's that they drink, I drink. That's a big problem, and now I don't drink anymore.
Have you ever? Just curious. Have you ever friend zoned any guys?
Yeah. A lot, like every guy I know almost, because I hate men. They terrify me.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said I hate men.
Are you a feminist?
No, I'm really not. Like, I'm really not. I don't know.
Wow.
Ask me.
I'm gonna disavow that statement, but so why do you hate men?
I mean, I grew up with 4 stepdads, no dad, like a boyfriend since I was 16. Like, you tell me.
But you pick these guys.
Yeah, I did.
There's a pattern here. I'm not. If any of them put hands on you, that's clearly wrong. Should never physically strike somebody. But well, I mean, in self-defense is fine.
Unless you hit someone first, you know.
Sure,
sometimes,
right,
like,
but
yeah,
but there appears to be a pattern here. You continue, like, again, I'm not saying what these 100% what these guys did is wrong, but you have a pattern of picking these kinds of men.
If they already previously have a track record of being abusive and you know that, why is it that you continue to pursue them?
So I just started doing the background checks, like in the last 2 years. And my most recent ex, he was just supposed to be a friend because my one ex had tried to kill me, and I moved this other guy in that I was friends with in Florida because I was terrified to live alone. I was like, my ex said, I can't live here, you need to get out. So I moved a guy in, and then I ended up dating him because he was the only guy I slept with or hung out with for like a year. And he ended up being abusive. He had never abused someone before me. But he, as far as I know, I mean, I haven't known him his whole life.
Wait,
so.
he never had, you did a background check on him.
He had nothing on
No
his
DV. How old is he?
He's 28. So
28.
Yeah.
No history of domestic violence.
No history, yeah.
Ends up in a relationship with you, and then for the first time in his 28 years, DVs with you.
Yeah. I see. So he knew, so like OnlyFans was a big problem for us. He's Hispanic, and his family, like, they didn't know I did OnlyFans the entire time we lived together. Like, they couldn't. Which is fine. I understood. So he had massive issues with it. He wanted to marry me for some reason. He's very contradictory. So yeah, it was a lot of issues.
How was he contradictory?
Like the fact that he wanted to marry me, but he hated the fact that I did. But he also got to live for free, go on free vacations, get everything for free.
Sure, but I think a natural progression in a relationship would be him wanting you to be. I know that you weren't like seeing anybody else, but, or at least you say you weren't sexually seeing anybody else, but you giving your body up to random men on the internet is a form of infidelity.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I feel like that's a natural progression if he wants to pursue a more serious relationship with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that he should avoid OnlyFans women if he doesn't want to be with an OnlyFans woman.
Well,
like,
when he met you, he knew that, right?
100%.
So are you saying that the DV was precipitated by the conflicts of you doing?
I think most of it had to do with drinking. Like, he was never violent when he did not drink. Never. He was never violent when he didn't drink. My other exes, they were, but he wasn't.
I have a question for you. Is there any...
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $100. Born in South, I have seen your type before. It will be painful, but you need to change your life. Stop the even chasing the easy life. Go to church in a meaningful way and get some help. Be better.
Thank you, Grid 1. Do you want to respond to Grid 1?
Yeah, that was a good comment. I do therapy with 2 different therapists every week. So I am getting help.
2 different therapists?
I have 2 different therapists.
And you see them once a week, every week?
Nickelodeon
yeah,
donated
so twice a week,
$100.
2 different people.
Do you like being and in bed? Perhaps there's an Amber Heard support group.
Do you want to respond?
I like dark humor.
What? That's not the question. Do you?
I know, but my response would be dark humor.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that shit.
You like being?
Yeah, I love it. And my family says that that's why men me because I let them me in bed, but that's insane.
Do you think? Do you think that the alcoholism is a form of self-medication for another type of mental illness, perhaps, that you're now being treated for?
You mean like bipolar, like something like that? Is that what you mean?
Something like that, yeah.
Like I've been diagnosed. So part of the reason why I got sober for 6 months was because of the fact that I drank so heavily. My therapist didn't feel confident to try to give me like BPD or bipolar without me being sober for 6 months to see how I was sober. You know what I mean? So I have like general anxiety, depression, just things like that. Things that most people have.
So apologies if you've already addressed this, but why did you break your sobriety? If you don't want to get into it, that's really fine too.
No, there's not really a so reason.
Cabled 11 donated $100.
What does that mean?
Just
Yeah,
get
what
the
is
rocks
get the
again.
rocks?
Does
Sean
that
on
mean that
point.
they're
Get the rocks.
Like to like.
Abdul,
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
get the rocks. Get the
It
rocks.
is?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Cabled. Thank you for the TTS. Appreciate it. Wait, hold on. So, okay, you said, has there been 5 out of your 6 past exes were physically abusive?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any sort of self-awareness of you being the common denominator here?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
and the
so
drink, like a
do
lot
you
of drinking
instigate?
too. Like I stand up for myself. Like
Again, I'm not
don't-
saying if they're you that's 100% wrong, but you're not ever initiating any sort of
Verbal confrontation.
either verbal or physical.
No, I don't start
There's
fights
a
for no
correction.
reason.
He's saying if they are hitting you, that's 100% wrong. That's what, just clarifying that so it doesn't get clipped out of context.
Oh, did I? What did I say? Did I say it's fine?
You're saying, I'm not saying if they're hitting you, it's 100% wrong.
Oh, so yeah, okay. Thank you.
Just clarifying.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for clarifying that, Andrew. I misspoke. It's 100%. It's wrong that they're hitting you.
But like you don't like maybe like push someone past their point with maybe using your words even.
What was that?
Yeah, like do you start verbal confrontation that might cause situations to escalate?
Yeah.
Not really. Like if someone, for some reason, so for me, I've always kind of felt like the man, which I have made more money in the past than my exes. But
Is that
And would you have contempt for your partners for their lack of success or ambition
Yeah, I don't
as compared to
care.
you? You don't care?
I literally
Okay.
don't care what a man does. I've dated all different types of people,
Okay.
different salaries.
So is alcoholism kind of the common denominator with all your past partners? Is like heavily drinking?
Do you-
Is
It's
that
been a
kind of
massive-
do you
correlating?
tend to meet them out while you're drinking? Like, are these like people you party with? Like,
most of them are from Tinder, which is really awful. I know.
So do these physical confrontations occur when you guys are both drinking heavily?
intoxicated?
No.
No,
No.
okay.
No. So, yeah, they just, my exes, we both drink a lot. 2 years ago, that's whenever I started slowing down, 2021. Before that, I do OnlyFans. I kind of hate it. I've always hated it. My family hates it. But I just make
Drinking or OnlyFans? Drinking or OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. I don't hate drinking. I like drinking.
So you
What the
hate,
I like to drink.
so you hate doing OnlyFans,
Yeah.
but you do it anyways.
Yeah, just like I make a lot of money. Like I've been so many places I make a lot, and I've been a lot of places I've never would have been able to go.
You hate doing OnlyFans?
I've hated it forever. I hate it. I hate how people look at me.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm thinking about her situation mostly. I think maybe it's what you're looking for in men as you were dating. What have you thought of a pattern of which men that you've dated, what you've actually looked for? Because without having that father figure, you're probably searching for something and you're triggering this type thing that people have. Like, are you trying to find someone to protect you and you're unfortunately getting these
Opposite.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to feel the love that, I never felt from my dad. And maybe it would be great to find someone that would definitely really want me to quit OnlyFans, and having the father figure that really encourages it.
But I want to know is what patterns.
Well, that doesn't sound like you hate men anymore.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, you said you hated men, and now it sounds like you're desperately seeking the approval of one.
Doc Vinably donated $100. Bree, men who are okay with dating OF models are not healthy prospects. Maybe you are the one who needs to quit OnlyFans and start engaging in healthy behavior.
Yeah.
You will attract healthier men.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair point, but I don't think simply by virtue of her doing
Is the
that's
only
justification
reason. Yeah.
for domestic.
So, but also,
thank you, Dr.
You
Vinapoli.
just contradict yourself a little bit because you have a big issue with.
Oh,
Christ is Lord donated $100.
yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate
Sexual
it.
immorality with
Christ
lack
is
of
Lord.
self-control is evidence of our society's moral decay without God. All of us are under an authority greater than ourselves. Is our society evolving or unraveling?
By the way, that was trending on Twitter today.
This
Christ
question?
is King. So
Oh.
I wanted to also say to the super chatter, you're absolutely right. Christ is Lord. So
Absolutely.
did want to reaffirm that great super chat name.
No, but
Society
earlier you did,
is unraveling. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. You did say that I think it was your most recent ex. You said that he wanted to marry you, but had a problem but wanted you to quit fans.
Yeah.
And then you just said that you would love to find a man that would want you to quit fans and settle down. And
That man would never take care of me. Like if we would go out.
your previous.
Yeah, like
boyfriend.
I would love a man that could take care of me. Like we would go out, especially when we were just friends, and he would try to drag me from the bar, and he would end up getting in fights because he's trying to make me leave and things like that. I'm like, I'm not trying to leave, but we weren't dating. Like we were
Don't
just
go to
strictly
bars
friends. I just
your
needed a
girl.
male in my life because I was terrified to stay in Florida, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to leave. You know what I mean?
Do you think some of your fear is what's attracting some of these men?
Probably. It's probably.
So maybe you should start seeking out men that want to essentially provide for you and take the take
Instead
the
of
more
letting you provide.
Yeah. It's hard for me to do that because, like, growing up without a dad, like, I never had the male to
Role
rely
model,
on. So,
sure.
like, I just have been the male. You know what I mean?
Sure. But that's something you kind of need to reflect on and realize that you need to make some behavioral changes.
Right.
Again, not saying that anything that you have done has provoked or like rightfully caused anything that's happened to you. But I think that you need to start reflecting on your behaviors to attract the sort of man that's not going to behave in that negative way.
Right.
Yeah, because